Good day, fellas. I hope you're ready for your daily dose of skill. Yesterday, I got a lot of questions about the Strv key because this vehicle is apparently on sale at the moment. As you can see, you can buy this tank until 15th of July, and it is a tier 9 heavy tank premium tank from the Swedish nation. So we will play some and we will figure out how this tank is looking like. Now, speaking about the armor of this tank, on the paper it is heavy. Do you want to see how heavy it is? Yeah, on the flat ground, fellas, this tank doesn't look so heavy as a vehicle. It doesn't feel that great, right? And if it happened to be that you met someone who is shooting the gold ammunition, yeah, it becomes even worse, right? So you cannot really trust this tank too much, to be completely honest with you. And let's say you are using the gun depression to the maximum and you want to play hold down. I mean, you can still be shredded like there is no tomorrow, and we are talking about literally penetration through your frontal mantlets. So yeah, hashtag never lucky. By the way, this feature will be in the index page this week. Slowly but surely we are getting there. We are experimenting how the stats will look like and whatnot, but we haven't made a decision yet, so don't mind me if I do. Meanwhile, the last time we had a video back in 2023 January, so let's try to play with this tank and let's try to make it work. It's not going to be easy and it's not going to be pretty, but we will try to do our best. Let's go. Okay, fellas, so what this tank has to offer? First things first, it is a tier 9 premium tank, so you are making credits while playing with this vehicle. That's great. Second thing is you are getting bonds. Depending on how good you are scoring in the game, you can get up to 100 bonds a week, right? So that is a good stuff. That is hip hip hooray. Nothing to complain about. And after that, this is it. The fun is over. Sorry, fellas. That's all there is to say for this vehicle. 390 alpha damage for a tier 9 heavy tank is kind of meh, but it is okay. 252 millimeters of penetration with a standard shells, that's fine. 310 millimeter of penetration with a gold shells plus 1350 meter shell velocity, it's okay. Anyways, the most important thing to highlight with this vehicle, you need to play hold down. This tank is created to play hold down, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. All you want to do, you want to get into position where you can use your gun depression. Where you want to use your gun depression, fellas, or where you can use your gun depression, I suppose to say, without exposing your tank too much, and you are going to be completely fine. Is this tank where the armor goes? Is it trustworthy? What do I mean by saying this? Would I say that, oh my bananas, this tank is the finest tank in the world of tanks and you are going to enjoy this vehicle to the maximum? Absolutely not. Definitely not the tank that I would say that for, you know? But that's okay. Now, enough of making this tank look kaku. Let's try to play the game and let's try to get as much use as we physically and possibly can. That shot looked definitely promising, don't you think so? That was a bit of the sadness, if I can say so, for sure. Ay. Well, 11 is better than 0, but 390 would be even better than that. But once again, it happens. Not much what we can change about this. Now, we are going to be aggressive. If you would pay attention, 2 minutes passed of this game and enemy team is already melting. That's it. Game over. This is GG. We are not going to get an epic performance over there, that's for sure. And the main reason why we are not going to get epic performance is because enemy simply has no team whatsoever, right? 2 minutes passed and enemy team already melted to the maximum. We are not going to give up. Obviously, we will try to do our best and we are not going to cry about our choices. And to be completely honest with you, it is not, I do not feel like it is my fault that enemy team is melting, right? It happens. That's World of Tanks and there is nothing what we can change about this. We are peeking sideways to slap this T-30. Obviously, you do not really want to get slapped back by the T-30, but this is okay. Now we have a Mr. Tiger Mouse, and I have a feeling that we can penetrate him into the turret without bigger problems whatsoever, so that's what we want to do. Beautiful. I am going for another shot over there. Oh wow, would you look at MX65T using his armor properly, going ass first. I really like the situation, thank you very much. Meanwhile, Tiger Mouse is just simply being aggressive, but to be honest with you, he should be aggressive in this situation because it is kind of a game over for him. Otherwise, we are trying to slap the T-30 in this situation, and I will keep loading the APCR ammunition, and the main reason why we are going to go for APCR ammunition because we need to eliminate this Tiger Mouse from the game, right? Overall, where the game went, I would not say that it is the best gaming... Whoops. Sorry. I did not mean to block our ally. I truly did not mean to block him. It was a gaming situation. It happens once in a while, right? Now, can we get some more use? Oh, my bananas. Our driver is dead, so we are moving such a fast speeds. It is absolutely insanity. Can we slap the Arta? Thank you for Banana Lord. We definitely can. Very, very nice. I do not really think we are going to get another the chance to slap the Skoda because everyone goes on this poor soul like there is no tomorrow. And once again, where the game goes, I cannot say that we played the game badly, okay? I do not really want to say that we did something horrible or something. It was just the game in the World of Tanks, you know, when enemy team is dying so quickly. In this situation, all we can do, we can trade our hit points and we can try to get as much use as we physically and possibly can this way. That's all we can do, fellas. Meanwhile, unfortunately, I missed the shot here. It happens for the best of us. Not much what we can change there. And plus, on top of that, we are getting the assisting damage anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Let's see the score. Okay. Beautiful, fellas. 2,700 damage, 2,000 assisting damage. This is 4,700 combined, but damage-wise for a heavy tank, that's a bit of a stinker, don't you think so? Anyways, we are third by experience. We are fourth by the damage. We got 96,000 profits, although keep this in mind that 50,000 of the profits are coming from completing the mission. And very important thing to say, this tank is rated badly in the index page, and I stand by what I say. I don't really think this is a great tank, you know. It doesn't really matter how you are going to look into this. It just doesn't feel like a good tank in the World of Tanks, at least for me. By the way, if you're wondering what was the average performance whenever I was marking it, if I'm not mistaken, I was spamming full gold and I did 3,200 damage and 800 assisting damage. So that's definitely not phenomenal for a tier 9 tank for sure. Okay, fellas, Berlin standard battle. Let's see what we can do. So our plan is straightforward. We are going into the heavy line and we will try to play there. Can I say relatively aggressively? Not really. I think we are going to take a relatively safe approach. At first we will try to take this position, then we will take balcony, and then we are going to take another hold down position. In other words, we are not going to be super crazy where the performance or where the aggression goes. By the way, one thing what I really want to highlight, again, it is a 3D style. 3D style looks absolutely amazing, and it looks very, very good. I definitely cannot complain of how it looks like, right? Ooh, maybe this STI would make a bit of pressure here. By the way, our Ergashem Borshik crashed, which is unfortunate, but not much what we can change about this. Typical day in the World of Tanks, fellas. Nothing unusual. Ally is crashing, jumping out of the bridge, but it's not Arta. That was a weird thing. If it would be Arta, I would expect that, but now tank this map is not good for paper tank destroyers. You see, fellas? We figured out what was the problem here. At the moment, all we need to do, we need to pre-aim our shots to the guys who would get spotted here, right? That's all we need for a full happiness. And we are going to be alright. Couple of the blind shots there and there. And now we need to figure out, can we be aggressive here or not so much? Because it doesn't feel that great. It looks like we are losing the medium side completely, which is unfortunate. That being said, we are going to load the gold ammunition. Hopefully those heavy tanks would make a decision to be a bit more aggressive, and then we can start slapping them. That's all I need for a full happiness. And no, I am not going to go too aggressively against the E75 because it is not going to end up good, okay? This is going to be straight up free ticket to the garage. You cannot approach the super heavy with this vehicle and expect that you are going to slap the living crap out of him. It doesn't work this way. This tank isn't made for that. Meanwhile, beautiful shot into the Shrek crossing through the open field, and now E75 noticed that he made a humongous mistake. That's good. I really like mistakes. Very, very nice. E75 is down to partable, but now the question is, can I go for him? And to be fair with you, I do not see how I could go through the open field, or I'm supposed to say through so many enemy lanes in order to punish him. So I don't think we can do anything about that. Meanwhile, there is a tier 8 Yoch tank who is playing hull down. That's very, very good play from this gentleman's side. And unfortunately, there is nothing what we can change about this. We are going to load the standard ammunition, and we are going to pre-aim towards the center at the moment. Yes, I understand what is happening. Yes, I see that our team is losing 0-6. Yes, I know this is 3 minutes of the game, and this is nothing to be proud of. Here's Baboon. Skill, how did you know? You see that raise at PP? He's not Baboon! You son of the gun. Come here, you little asshole. How dare you? I let you live just because I thought you are a Baboon. You saw how it was looking like, fellas? He raised the PP and I could swear that the guy is Baboon, but little did I knew. Okay, that's my fault, I guess. I should have expected that. Enemy team is capping the base, although to be completely honest with you, I don't really think that they are going to cap the base fully. What I would love to do at the moment, I would love to take this position here, and we will try to start slapping the base cappers, or alternatively Lorraine or T55A. T55A is dead. That's absolutely glorious. And even though Lorraine has a magazine, to be fair with you, I do not really mind about this guy that much. I just don't care. Yes, it's okay. We are playing hull down at the moment. He should struggle to penetrate us. That's good. And now we are going to make a bit of pressure for him. He is panicking. He is trying to escape. That's good. We are slapping him for 400 and we are running away. That's what we are doing. In 4 seconds, Lorraine will be dead. This is what we are looking for. And we are sending the Mr. Lorraine straight into the garage. No! Have you seen that? Have you seen that, fellas? That was so unfortunate. The savior of the day, T54, how could you, you bastard? How could you? He saved his teammate's life, literally. You cannot make this up, fellas. He saved his life. What a hero of the day. Meanwhile, Concept is trying to make pressure, and actually our Concept is just going in. Our Concept doesn't give a flying F about anything, and he is saying, let's go, you mother trucker, we can make a hardcore pressure. This is what our Concept is saying. We are slapping this gentleman once again, and what a gamer he is, fellas. What a gamer Concept is. Absolutely ridiculous. By the way, please pay attention how easily this Centurion 7/1 is penetrating us on the flat ground. This is not heavy tank material. The Centurion is stock, fellas. Stock tank is slapping the living crap out of us. This is very important. Oh my bananas! One more. Good. Beautiful. I did not expect that. When I saw 2 guys looking at me around the corner with a smile like this, I thought it is going to be a game over. Anyways, what we figured out from this game. We figured out that this tank has no armor whatsoever unless you are playing hull down, which I said before in the intro, right? We figured out that the tank doesn't doesn't feel that heavy, you know. In the best case scenario, I think I could call this vehicle heavium or hybrid between the heavy and medium tank, but in the same time it is very, very slow. So for medium tank standards, right? In other words, definitely not the tank that I would say, oh, get this tank, you are going to slap everyone. No, more likely you will get slapped. Anyways, let's see the score. Okay, fellas, we are back with victory. How this game changed from getting completely slapped by the enemies, our team managed to win. Obviously, all kudos goes to that Concept 1B. That guy went in front like crazy mother trucker. Meanwhile, 3 kills, 4,700 damage, that's very, very good. First class, high caliber, I'm super happy with this performance. We are second by experience, we are first by the damage, and we got ourselves 64,000 profits. Very, 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 very good game for this vehicle, I'm happy. Let's go, one more. Okay, last but not least, Redshire standard battle with the Strv key. We have plenty of the heavy tanks, actually 4 heavy tanks, interesting. We have enough heavy tanks in this situation. We have 2 super tank destroyers, or I supposed to say enemies has 2 super tank destroyers, T-95 and Tortoise, so they should make pressure. Logically thinking, what would be the best play in this situation? And I am saying that straight. I am going to take this corner around this area, which is Foxtrot 0, and I'm going to simply slap enemies who will make some pressure. Where the super heavy power goes, fellas, we do not have anything. I mean, look at this. We have Bobject, but T-57 isn't super heavy, Lorraine isn't super heavy, Strv key isn't super heavy. Pretty much we do not have heavy forces. And enemy team has E-100, Concept, Object 777, T-95, Tortoise. They have plenty of the guys to push this side. And you know what? This is exactly what I'm looking for, and this is exactly what I want to see. I do not really think I'm going to mess around here, and I'm going to instantly load the gold ammunition because I think this is the correct decision, simply as this. And let's see what we can do in this situation. All I want to see enemy team saying brrr and trying to get involved, okay? That's all I want to see for a full happiness. Let's see, will this Vaza make a mistake? Definitely yes. Beautiful 400 in the face. You see how I play with this tank? It's not your typical heavy tank, fellas. I really want to highlight this and to get it in the head in a way, right? If you are planning to purchase this vehicle, keep this in mind that you won't be able to treat this tank as a super heavy. It's just not the right tank for this. Meanwhile, I had a lag. By the way, I noticed one thing. Whenever I am recording the videos, the game is lagging for me for some reason, and I do not know why so. And lately in the stream, I had the gentleman saying, Skill, you know those lags which you are having whenever you make a video? And I said, yes. And he said that he has the same situation in the game. That's weird. Maybe it's only me, or maybe it's my internet, also could be a possibility. Either way. We have the Tortoise sniping from the back. There is nothing what we can do for Mr. Tortoise, and I think in this situation we need to be humble and we just simply need to wait until enemy team would make some sort of mistake. That's all we need to do. I really like what our team is doing in the other side, and if you are wondering what our team is doing in the other side, our team is making quite a bit of pressure, and look at the sniper schnitzels. I'm getting messed up literally in the face. Actually, that wasn't the face, that was like upper hull, but you get the point what I'm saying. Armor not trustworthy. Doesn't matter how you are going to look into this. Doesn't really matter. Now, the biggest problem of all of this, our guys are aggressive. Vaza lost his hit points, Bobject lost his hit points, and probably our E4 is going to lose his HP as well. Definitely not the dream case scenario, and definitely not what I would love to see, but that's what we have. Meanwhile, we are taking our time to aim the shot, and unfortunately we missed Strv side, which sucks, but once again in this situation nothing what we could do differently, and I'm just going for a blind shot here. Yeah, okay, I changed my mind. Remember the moment when I said it doesn't look that bad? Now it looks pretty horrible. we are losing everything. We are losing the other side, and we are losing the heavy line as well, which is very disappointing if you would ask me. But this is a difference between the teams. One team, I hate this tank. One team is playing passively, and one team is playing aggressively. And the passive team is getting so much more use for this type of play. It is crazy. It is just significantly better play from the enemy side. Meanwhile, we are going to take our time. We are going to do the second shot of damage, and we are going to be very, very humble in this situation, fellas. We are going to accept what we have. We are just going to accept what we have in this situation. I would love to have some sniper schnitzel sitting in the bag, but to be fair with you, it doesn't look that great. But we are fine. We are big boys, we are going to survive. I do not want negativity to overtake our feelings for how this session looked like, right? Because this session doesn't look as bad as it could have go, you know? It is okay. The session isn't bad. All I need to do, I need to pay attention to what is happening around us, and I need to get as much free use as I physically and possibly can. Not a heavy tank. I'm telling you, this tank is a medium. This tank is a medium tank. This is what this tank is. And it's nothing to complain about, you know? It's just... it looks different on the paper, if you know what I mean. Good. The C-100 is trying to make pressure. I wish I would be able to get one more extra shot. And let's hope for the best. Unfortunately, I missed the shot, and now T-95 is going to destroy me. Disgusting game. Honestly, very, very bad. I cannot play hold down because I'm getting slapped by the sniper schnitzels from the back, which is a bit irritating, and this is a bit annoying thing, right? Overall, it wasn't a pleasant experience whatsoever. I believe we are going to lose this game no matter what. This is completely fine, and I'm accepting my responsibility for all of this. What can I say? I needed to do something else. Maybe I needed to play in the other side, or maybe I needed to snipe in order to get a bit better result, but you never know when your team is winning and when your team is losing. After 2 games, we started very good. 3.7 thousand damage, 1,000 assisting damage. Soon the tank will come back, and let's see how much we messed up our score. And we are back, fellas. So, what do we have? Unfortunately, we came back with a defeat. Not much what we can change about this. 2.4 thousand damage, 400 assisting damage. Yet still, with this kind of disgusting play, we managed to score 3rd by the damage and 2nd by experience. That's actually nuts if you would ask me. All in all, I'm fine with that. What can you do? We just need to accept our responsibility in this game, and overall, where the session goes, it went from 3.8 or 3.9 thousand damage to 3.3 thousand damage and 800 assisting damage. It's not a good tank. What do you want me to say? It is not that great of the tank, and there is a reason why am I making video with this vehicle whenever this tank is on sale, and I'm just simply saying avoid this tank. It's just not really worth it. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you, love you all, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.